Hi Libra, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Let's get started with your reading. Libra, most important vital piece of advice at this time for Libra. Ooh, okay, let's see. God is your source. So everything, having that faith, relaxing the mind, allowing yourself to go with the flow. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. This could be like the higher perspective. Maybe you don't see why these changes have been coming in your finances or whatever you've been worried about. But there could have been a greater, more abundant scheme kind of setting roots up for your future, is what I want to say. So let's go ahead and dive into some tarot. All right, Libra. Libra, people and placements. Yeah, it's like maybe there was just bad timing before in the past, especially regarding communication. Tell us more, Libra, people and placements, please. Interesting, Libra. Maybe you weren't sure which path to go down as well. This could have been about work. Yeah, I kind of got that intuitively. It was about work a little bit here. You could have been saving money. There could have been some kind of recalibration, recentering of the self in order to actually have more effective communication regarding work, to kind of move away from contracts or previous karmic cycles that you might have been repeating, especially regarding finances. It's like you finally understand the life that you deserve. And so I think you're being a lot more discerning. But let's grab some of these juicier messages. Libra, people and placements. Most important vital messages, please, for Libra. Libra, people and placements. Thank you. We have mad you were smart. They never stood a chance. This could be somebody like a Scorpio specifically, or some coworker or something at work. You could be opening a business, or you're working with somebody that's in their 40s, or you could be in your 40s, or maybe you realize things will get better at that time or something like that. But I feel like this is someone external that could be coming into your life, or I'm not sure. Or maybe your business will take off in your 40s. I trust in my higher guidance, knowing it leads me to my highest good. I like that, especially with God as your source. Yeah, it was like you were recalibrating sigils here, really manifesting here, understanding the patterns of your life as well. This person could, I think they want you to pay attention to any patterns that you notice in new people, especially regarding jealous coworkers. Maybe you have a new strategy in how you actually collaborate with people at work, realizing, okay, actually, I do need to maybe not show off so much, because it sets up such a huge target on my back, right? So there's a need to be more stealthy, especially like those animals that have painted on predatory eyes and things like that, because life is, there's a need to get grounded and serious. Life is predator and prey at sometimes, it's nature, it's nurture. So something better than you imagined. Yeah, so this could be a masculine, this could be somebody in their 40s, but allow yourself to be guided from your inner instinct for sure. Let's grab you a beautiful oracle for Libra. Libra's most important vital piece of advice. Thank you. Silent night. Wow, I feel like there's a time of like almost receptivity and cultivation and kind of culmination here, especially in our waning moon phase, which we're experiencing right now before that new moon in Sag that's coming up. And we have a lot of big shifts in December and then also in 2025. So it's almost like you're recalibrating, getting ready. Yeah, that's what it's giving. It's like when you change the decor in your house and like suddenly everything else falls into place or something like that, or like you feel more supported. So this could be foundational shifts. Anyways, meditation, peace, and stillness. If by night the world should sleep, a sleep so deep the silence would be deafening, there would sound nothing at all, nothing would sound. So something about really getting quiet, allow yourself to have moments of quiet, turn off the music, turn off the podcast, whatever, and allow yourself maybe to get inspired or kind of cultivate that sense of deep rest and peace with yourself as well. So especially in communication too, I would say, like, don't say as much right now. Maybe this is a better time to listen and to not share our thoughts as much, to be really careful, especially with Mercury in retrograde squaring off with Saturn, which just went direct, and Neptune's about to go direct in the beginning of December next week. So I don't know, it's a very interesting energy with Mercury in retrograde, and we have Mars about to station retrograde as well. We don't want to cause conflicts. We don't want to get in conflicts. So there's a need to be very diplomatic at this time for sure. And you should be strengthened by the Pluto and Aquarius trining your all your Libra placements for the next 20 years. So it's an air sign, right? Both of you guys are air signs, which is all about socializing, communication, words we choose, and the vibration and frequency of those words, and things like that. So also your manifestation, like scripting, could be really relevant right now as a manifestation technique, or subliminals, affirmations. You are being guided to pause and reevaluate your situation. Now is not a time to move forward with your plans just yet, as you may even find your goals coming to a complete standstill. And if you are going forward with your goals, make sure you're doing it in a way that kind of like a turtle, right? Something isn't working, and you need this time to reassess your progress before moving forward, right? That recalibration before we enter that kind of next 20-year cycle. You may even need to release your situation altogether and consider a new path to your desires. I feel like there is something new, definitely with the Fool card we saw. I feel like this is more financial. Silent Night offers further guidance. Take this time to meditate and find inner peace. Interesting. Take this time to meditate and find inner peace. You could be stuck in old or repeating patterns that have created blind spots where your situation is confirmed. But it says concerned, where your situation is confirmed. Yeah, maybe be careful about solidifying anything right now. You know, Molly McCord, who's an astrologer, talked about how in Mercury retrogrades, if it's not like we shouldn't begin new things, but we might notice if we got a tattoo during Mercury retrograde, it could be reversed or upside down, and we notice it, right? So, um, mhm be stuck in old or repeating patterns that have created blind spots where your situation is concerned. Perhaps you are investing in a situation that has not repaid you for some time, or it might be you're given more than. I feel like there's a new beginning, though, as well. Or it might be you've given more than you have to offer, and it's time to cut your losses. Consider this pause a blessing and take this moment to shift your perspective. Pisces energy here, especially with Neptune about to go direct next week in Pisces, with Saturn there as well. And that's finishing up, and they'll both be going into Aries next year. So this could be about work. It's definitely a new opportunity in your daily routine shifts in that way, or your health. Um, hmm, sorry. Libra people in placements. Most important messages, please, to deliver. I feel like you're moving beyond any kind of pain you've been experiencing. I think, especially if you've been dealing with any financial issues, I feel like you're really allowing yourself to manifest and kind of cultivate. I feel like there's a big whale of an opportunity coming towards you as well. There's a need to be graceful, definitely, as you walk into this opportunity. There could be powerful people around you as well. But there's a need to really tap into your intuitive abilities and sense the currents, even if you can't sense it with your five senses. And there's almost like a jellyfish here. So jellyfish could be a really important spiritual animal to look up at this time, the meaning of, and what it can tell you about staying flexible yet staying electrical, right? Very interesting. Jellyfish. Maybe we'll search that up together. Yeah, this is about contracts, definitely, like new business contracts. There's some kind of ancestors guiding this, so be grateful, definitely. These could be new opportunities. Yeah. There's almost like an elevation here. So let's just go ahead and see what we could possibly get from, let me just find a video, the jellyfish. I feel like what I'm getting intuitively is this ability to sense your environment, because I feel like jellyfish don't even have eyeballs or anything. They're very like helpless creatures. If anything, they seem so, right? And yet they're extremely dangerous and they're very perceptive. I'm sure, like they are able to zap people, right? So I've pulled them a few videos, but I don't feel like watching them. So I feel like I'll let you guys do that. I know I've been guided by jellyfish at times when I wanted to see something clearly. So maybe that's what you're thinking about. All right, let's grab you a wisdom. Libra's last piece of important advice. Wow, okay. Definitely a new beginning for you in finances, savings, self-esteem as well, after a period of cleansing. Let's see, cleansing your thoughts or whatnot. Is it possible you might be focusing too much on other people right now, trying too hard to be helpful? Does taking on what belongs to others make you feel needed or desired? Perhaps you think it's your calling to relieve people of their burdens, but what does it cost to you and to them? So maybe you're getting really cognizant about this and really making sure you're only using your energy on things that matter the most. Don't clean up someone else's side of the street. You're not helping by freeing them of their responsibility. You're also not doing yourself any favors, and you just might be adding to an even greater strain. You are loved as you are. You don't need to be needed to be loved. This could be about your job, long-term career. Also, Scorpio energy here for sure, and Taurus. This could be about finances and how much of a priority you put on them. If you can maybe cut back spending or cut back time with people that are kind of pulling you away from maybe your priorities, you know, like work or business or whatever you have going on. Not that we should all just, you know, give up everything else. But when it gets to an extreme, sometimes there's a cutting, right? Stop shopping came out. Or this could be somebody around you that's like that. Yeah. This stop shopping for sure though is important here, okay? Anything else for Libra people and placements? Libra people and placements. Messages for Libra. Libra people and placements, please. Most vital pieces of information, please, for Libra. Okay, protect yourself from evil eyes. So that could be what you're doing right now, especially in your work or in your romantic relationships. It's important you keep your goals to yourself, that you kind of play. Maybe the 48 Laws of Power book could be relevant, or maybe a chart with those 48 Laws of Power could be something to reconsider. It's just based on history, right? It's a guy's analysis of different historical events and powerful people, and maybe how we can be more cognizant of human nature as well, and the fact that maybe not everybody's as kind as you are, and that you being so maybe giving or too open can really make you dead meat, so to speak. Shadowlands, the movie, could be important. So there could be an age gap between you and somebody else here. Shadowlands is about C.S. Lewis, who was kind of laughed at, I think, by a lot of, in the movie at least. He's played by Anthony Hopkins. He's a real author. He wrote Narnia, right? And so Narnia, maybe the book is important here as well, but or the journey of the hero, whatever. But I think there was a lot of wisdom held in those older books, right? And they kind of put things in stories. That's what the Bible is, right? It's a metaphor. So let's see. Glass Animals. So yeah, I mean that's a very like kind of psychedelic band. So definitely something about seeing like multiple perspectives or layers. Um, I feel like somebody really likes you as well. As a side note, but I don't know if you can trust this person. This person could be a good person. Health issues could be relevant between you and this situation or something like that, or preventing those. Libra's last piece of advice, most important last piece of advice. Thank you. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's people around you that might not always be good for you. Um, and I feel like they, takers don't have boundaries, but givers must, right? So she arises instinctively, responding to a severe threat to your well-being, freedom, and sacred fulfillment. Well-being, freedom, and sacred fulfillment. Her fierce form causes the impure to tremble, and the pure of heart to move close. She is ferocious in her wrath against injustice. So maybe there's been a connection, or with people in general, that has been unjust towards you, or has talked bad about you, or has, just, used you, perhaps. Dispense with thoughts of vengeance. Pray for mercy for all, especially those trapped in patterns of consciousness harmful towards themselves and others. So yeah, it's like keep it pushing, right? It's giving like Pocahontas's. I always think about that. I don't know why. The river song. Open your heart to her heart and allow her to attend to all matters of karma while you remain true to your higher self. Yeah, it's almost giving like stay in the boat and don't get pulled down by these. Just keep going. Just get to better water, right? Like a skillful sailor. Allow any fear or aversion that arises as you contemplate her to rise and fall. This is how contemplation upon the sacred being becomes an act of spiritual cleansing and psychological release. So you could have anxiety about a new position or work as well. As the aversion dissipates, our sanctuary with her is activated from a pure trusting heart, deflecting unwanted negative energies and psychic contaminants. Allow any fear or aversion that arises as you contemplate her to rise and fall away. I think they're saying even if you're having anxious thoughts, to don't push them away, right? Totally experience them, bring them up to the surface, and then say, well, get a thought that empowers it or replaces it, right? That can override it, kind of vibe, right? So like, oh well, astrological transits, and we're all born with our divine birth chart, so I'm sure whatever will be, and I trust in the divine of the constant changing, and whatever happens will happen, right? That's an empowering thought, because now you don't have to have anxiety, because you're not supposed to be in control of it. You can't control anything or everything. If anything, we probably don't even have free will. If you want to check out the Stanford professors, big think video about that, but I think it's accurate, and we might have some free will, but I think it's much smaller than we might think. But I'm not sure, So there's something about staying at peace, though, definitely, like staying in balance. It's giving like we have Temperance on the bottom of this deck. I don't know why. She's kind of chill, right? She's just kind of contemplating there at her desk. It's very relaxing. She's got even an ashtray, so maybe somebody here is a smoker, or you smoke, or to kind of ease your nerves or something like that. But you may not always understand her wisdom or method, because you can't see the bigger perspective, right? But you can trust in what is happening, especially the things breaking apart or arising anew. Any pain you may. I just got a clip from that movie. What was it? It's called Vice. It has Josh Brolin in it. Inherent Vice. That's what it was. Any pain you maybe. Yes, I feel like there could be a connection with somebody that's like maybe in your life it embodies more of the opposite polarity of Libra, which could be Aries energy, which is very like Josh Brolin esque, very like alpha or whatever, or you're used to dealing with those kind of people. And I think you're kind of easygoing or free flowing, and I think you're doing well with that as well. Just letting things go and not being taken off course by people who are annoying or aggressive or don't. I think that you almost need to develop a thicker skin, it seems, in some way, shape, or form. Interesting. Hmm. Any pain you might experience now is so much less than what would have taken root if certain circumstances were allowed to continue. Yeah, so maybe you're just being grateful or coming to realize why things had to end or change. When a boundary needs to be set, it's not a time to play nice, nor to pacify people or circumstances attempting to exploit your good nature. Wow, boundaries are important. Discernment, quietness. Yeah. Trauma Nagmo shall not stand for such disrespect, and trying to keep the peace by cultivating behaviors that are not self honoring will backfire. Oh, that's interesting. Will backfire. Authenticity with compassionate detachment is the only way forward now. Trust in her more than you trust in your doubts or fears. She has the power to bring about what needs to occur. I almost feel like there's like a clearing before we get really good shit. Like I feel excited all of a sudden, and I don't know why. So I feel like there's something exciting coming towards you in the future. Um, but I feel like there's a cleansing or kind of like a calm before, like it's giving that Carrie Underwood movie or music video. It's where what's it called? I don't remember, but there's a storm that goes through and it's like a tornado and it totally rips away everything. So maybe Wizard of Oz is important here. Um, for some reason. But anyways, and then she like ends up in a new place, right? The Wizard of Oz, or in her Carrie Underwood music video, it razes the house to the ground. There's nothing left, and she emerges out of the cellar. Um, but it was actually a huge blessing to her, and she feels very happy in this music video because um, the house raised actually had somebody that was very abusive to her in it, and so it's kind of like having to face your dark side to protect yourself and realizing this has gone on far too long, and then allowing a new beginning of some sort to emerge that gives so much more happiness or clarity or something like that. So I don't know. It feels like something positive though is coming after a period of like difficulty for sure. Okay. Last messages for Libra. Libra people and placements, please. There's definitely a change, that's for sure. But it feels like a change towards greater peace. Let's see, 42. Yeah, it's like a clearing away, like a lot of like negativity or burdens that were like holding back your energy field or something like that are cleansed, and then you have all this. That's why it feels almost like exciting energy, but it's not exciting. It's well, it is, but it's also like just vitality coming back, right? So like this kind of clearing energy. Okay, she devours darkness with endless hunger for light, peace, and redemption. She reaches the darkest, deepest places and relentless in her pursuit of the lost, her despairing no soul will ever be forgotten, abandoned, or betrayed by her. So if you feel like you're going through hell, just pray. Spirits hear prayers. You can get higher vibrational souls to help lift and change circumstances the more that you lift your own energy in your own brain, in your own field with affirmations, with positivity. So yeah, being kind to yourself. Those that believe in their own guilt, their sin, their shame evoke her mighty tenderness, and she feasts on the darkness that threatens to consume them, alleviating the weight of their suffering, allowing their hearts to become light and free. hmm hmm There is a commonly held view: the more powerful you become, the more aggressive or forceful you have to be. I think there's a balance. I feel like it's really a balance. It's always a calibration. Libra is the center, right? It's the equilibrium, right? And so there is that kind of balance at all times in everything. You don't want to everything. This and that are true. There's not. I don't feel like there's a black and white. The world is gray, right? It can't be too light. It can't be too dark. Any last messages for? Actually, let's grab a bit of tea leaf. Libra. Last messages for Libra people and placements, please. These could have been people that were jealous of you, is what I'm getting as well. Someone new is entering your life. I feel like you're being led to this person, Libra. Or this could be happening just because, yeah, this is somebody at work, Libra. Um, I feel like you're wiser. Yeah, I think you were getting screwed, literally, by somebody. I don't know who. I don't know why, when, how, but it looks like you're moving away from that at least. You're having more independence. Stronger people will be coming towards you. hmm hmm I think it's teaching you to become more self-resilient, self-reliant, the warrior. Um, I think you're willing to shatter things that have been trying to bind you, or um, something corrupt here. Somebody could have been corrupt around you as well. There's a need to travel hidden also, I would say, especially regarding prosperity. Like, you might want to keep this away from specifically people in your past. Any other messages for Libra? You could be doing this already. Definitely something is changing, Libra. There might be like a temporary transition point. Most important vital piece of advice for Libras before we close this. Now is a lucky time, 49, and time to collaborate in the reverse. So I don't know if this is a time to collaborate. Maybe it is. Life is speeding up. This could be new contracts coming in, new growth, rabbits with all the little baby rabbits. So very nice energy. Very quick. It's giving Luna love good. So maybe that character or something could be relevant too. You could be leaving your home, preparing to leave your home, or travel or move or go on a journey or just get out more. Yeah, this is in your local community. hmm Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you the best of luck and success. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe. You can get a personal by messaging me on Telegram. You can leave a tip through the Buy Me a Coffee link. Good luck. Take care.